but it is the truth. It is the truth. Naturally seductive, siren-esque, naturally successful, naturally drawing in mysterious people are always that. They're always mysterious. They're always controlled. They're only available in small, strategic ways because they know how to leverage themselves. Smart girls don't ask themselves, how do I get them to want me? Are you serious? No, we don't do that over here. You need to ask yourself, what part of me creates gravity? What part of me can I use to draw people in? Okay? You don't want to have this look on life of like, what can I do so that they will want me? How do I make everyone like me? How do I make them like me? No. Ask yourself, what about myself creates gravity? Wanting less, or at least appearing to, shifts the power dynamics immediately. People chase what isn't reaching for them, okay? I can't stress this enough. This is why people say, I don't chase, I attract. It's so freaking true. You want things in life? You cannot actively be seen by other people chasing, okay? You need to ask yourself, what in me can I do that will gravitate these things to me? That is going to change your life. That is what's going to get you what you want. It's going to get you in the right place to start, having those steps of actually creating this life that you really, really deeply desire. The less you seem like you need the outcome, the more the outcome bends toward you. And yes, I'm going to reference Machiavelli again. People don't resist being led. They resist being controlled. You do not need to manipulate anyone. You don't have to control anyone. If you can just control the frame, if you can focus on your own frame and your own gravity and your own assets and your own leverage, these things will come to you without you even having to try. You don't have to go out of your way and be some master manipulator to be successful in life. In some ways, some people might say, oh, like my content is master manipulation. No, it's just a different outlook on life that makes things easier. You start seeing the truth for what it really is. You have a whole different outlook and everything just starts to improve. If you can control the frame, like the expectations, the narrative, the emotional temperature, people volunteer compliance. People will volunteer towards you. People will gravitate towards you. You won't even have to try. You won't even have to try. And this is where so many people go wrong. They, because we're told if you want something, you have to go get it. You have to chase it. Yes. I believe in that 100%, but that's in here. That is solely up here. When you're actively out in the world, you shouldn't be showing everyone that you're so desperate and eager and have desires, because then you're predictable. Someone could easily sweep you off your feet. Someone could easily swap you. Someone could easily, make it not happen for you. If you learn how to make these things come to you naturally, no one's going to stop it. No one can stop it. It's fully protected. It's meant to happen. And this is how all of these people around me are getting all of the best opportunities and things just placed at their feet. Why do people place things at the feet of this person? Because they know this and they understand this and they practice this when they want something. It all starts with the way you present yourself, not just physically, but also how your posture is, how you react in social settings is a big one. If you are like a people pleaser or you're a socially awkward person, you really need to work on that, because the smartest people in the room that know how to do this and get everything that they want understand that silence is leverage. Don't be the person filling the silence and constantly yapping and talking to everyone and being the most enthusiastic and acting the most eager for an opportunity to get something. You're not going to get it that way. Let the other people fill the gaps. When you're comfortable with silence and not yapping everything to everybody and oversharing and trying to tell everyone your hopes and dreams and goals and begging for a job position or begging for an opportunity, it signals that you are super confident. You know you're going to get it, because why else not? It signals that you're not even racing. You're not even in the race, okay? People that are insecure and think that they might not win feel like they're always in a race, and they're always super competitive because they're actually scared they're not going to win or they're not going to get that opportunity. And that alone pushes it away, because we all can see this subconsciously. Really an energy. Like, you can look at someone and instantly tell if they're being eager for the job opportunity or not. Neutrality makes people reveal themselves, okay? Be extremely neutral. You know, you want to come off as a put together, clean, classy, extremely confident, not in an outwardly confident, but extremely confident. Something about you is just so envious. They want, you know, people are just drawn to you. That's what you want, because that alone is going to open so many freaking doors for you. Calmness and being calm in these types of situations and environments unsettles emotional players. And if you are extremely emotional in this game when you're trying to get all these things, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. Smart girls never ever argue. We're not arguing. Okay? We are not arguing with people. We're not trying to prove our point to anyone. We're not trying to prove ourselves to anyone. We're not trying to, you know, pick me because this. No. Again, that goes back to the race mentality, that you are constantly in a race and you want to win. And because you're genuinely scared that you might lose. In order to get to this level of confidence, you have to really believe in yourself that there isn't a competition. You have to genuinely believe that when you walk into rooms, there's not competition. It's just you versus you. This confidence alone, you guys, is what drives people towards you. It's that gravity, okay? It's mysterious. People love confident people. They don't want to admit it. Because as soon as you come online and say that you're confident or you like the way you look, people will rip you to shreds, okay? But in social power dynamics in general, people love confident people. People are drawn to confident people naturally. It's a gravity pull. You need to have this gravity pull. You can't have anything in life. Count on getting nothing that you want if you are not confident. You need to genuinely believe that you will get everything you want and you deserve everything that you want, and it's all. One of your gravitational pulls, okay? Pulling in these people that are drawn to you or talk to you, that want to give you opportunities, that like you. Smart girls and pretty girls that get everything they want to understand is they know that everything's about perception and positioning. The way that you position yourself and you set yourself up for a position is the most important part, probably, of getting what you want. And that goes in with appearance, presentation, all of these things. Those are positions. Learn how to position yourself. Figure out your strengths. Figure out your weaknesses. Figure out what your gravity and position is.
There's nothing artificial about investing in your most human skills. Take your next step with McKinsey.org Forward, a free learning program where you will develop the skills you need for your next big thing. With us, you'll be all the more ready to problem solve in a fast digital world. Communicate with empathy.
Are you a man or a woman?
Lead with resilience. Grow your confidence. The right skills create new opportunities.
Are you a male or a female?
Invest 2 hours a week in yourself for skills that last a lifetime. You join a global network of learners shaping their careers. Ready to take your next step forward?
What do you do for a living?
Learn more at mckinsey.org/forward.
What do you do for a living?
Position yourself. Line yourself up for success. Unfortunately, it doesn't reward honesty. How intelligent are you socially? Do you know how to pick up on cues? Do you know conversational cues? Do you know when to stop talking? Do you know when to open your mouth and when not to open your mouth? Do you know these things? You need to understand these things if you want to really, really win in life and get whatever you want from anybody. If you tell the truth to people that you think have goodwill towards you, that doesn't mean you're brave or you're doing something good at all, okay? That's carelessness. That is not intelligent. That is actually how you self-destruct. But self-sabotage, sorry. Smart girls understand context. They understand timing. They understand audience. Once you understand this, you stop begging life for certain outcomes. By begging and pleading and being so eager and depressed and emotional and all over the place, and you start positioning yourself and lining up the success to come to you. You make yourself harder to replace. You're more composed, more intentional, and more selective. And the world rewards that. The world rewards these things. Once you understand that, it's so easy to see it right in front of your face on a daily basis. Smart girls don't force doors open. We're not running into doors and trying to force our way in there, trying to force our way into opportunities. No, no, no. Smart girls know how to position themselves in front of the door that opens for them. Positioning. This video by no means is manipulation at all. This video is probably one of the most important awareness videos of a dynamic or concept that I've made yet. Once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. You'll start noticing why people move differently, why people do the things that they do, why some people win, why some people lose. You'll see why they're picked, why they're chosen, why they're protected, and ultimately why they win. And you'll be able to start implicating these things for yourself. Start winning yourself, getting anything in life that you want. I wish you guys the best of luck. Leave me any comments, questions, concerns in the comments. Let me know what topics you guys would like me to deep dive in more. I definitely read a lot of the comments. I love you guys so much. Your support means everything to me. I'm so happy for every single one of you, seriously. I wish you the best of luck. You do deserve everything you want. You just have to know how to position yourself to make it work for you. I hope you guys learned something. As always, I will see you in the next one. Bye. People love you when you're easy to control, but when you're not, when you don't agree with them, when you keep your head up, when you have your own thoughts, when you say no, when you have boundaries, and when you don't shrink yourself to make other people comfortable, yeah, that's a problem for them, isn't it? Suddenly you're the villain, right? The second you stop choosing other people's peace, wants, needs, comfortability above your own, you're the problem. The second you stop being convenient and benefiting them, you're a problem. You're the villain, right? People will call you cold, toxic, dramatic, a problem causer, or just a problem. But here's the thing. Those people were never praising you because you were kind or you were nice to them. They praised you and kept you around when you were useful to them. When people realize that they can't benefit from you anymore, they try to destroy the version of you that they can no longer control. And when that happens, they try to spin the narrative and call you the villain. You're the monster. You're the problem, right? Your only real option is to just stop running away from it. Double down on it and use it for your benefit. Become the villain. Hello, my name is Gracie Draskovich. If you're moment you stop being really easy to control, people start to paint you as this horrible villain. Not because you actually did anything wrong, but because you're not backing down anymore, you're not agreeing with them, you're not making their little narrative easier, you're not making them comfortable anymore, you're not choosing their peace over your own. And that's a problem for them. They're not benefiting from you. Remember, you are a tool, you're something to be used for them. So when you don't work and you don't fit their narrative, they're gonna flip it on you and make you seem like you are the villain. They're not mad because you're mean, they're mad because you're not useful to them the way that you used to be. And instead of sitting there with the fact that they can't push you around anymore, they would rather paint you as extremely toxic, a mess, and a problem. If they're gonna call you the villain for standing up for yourself, having a backbone, having boundaries and morals and some self-worth, and throwing all of that crap back at them if they threw you first, then so be it. Be the villain. Once you become comfortable with being the villain, your life gets so much better. People respect you more. You have way more value for yourself. Other people have way more value for you. People don't waste your time as much. And yes, you're going to come off as intimidating, but who cares? Most of the times that's just a natural human filtering system to filter out people that were never worthy to be around you in the first place. So how do you actually become the villain? Let's get right into it, wasting no time. I'm going to be putting this video into multiple sections so that it's easier for you to understand. This is section 1, the lie of being the bigger person. One of the biggest lies that you've ever been told since you were a child was to be the bigger person. You are literally taught and groomed to accept this type of behavior and to not confront it so that that person can be more comfortable. They make it seem like for you, oh, you're being the better person, you're rising above, right, by not reacting, not throwing stuff back, and not giving it back to them because two wrongs don't make a right, right? Well, that is true in some situations. Most of the time, it's not. Be the bigger person was not created to protect you. It was created to control you. Remember this. It's one of the most manipulative phrases out there known to mankind that has been so normalized and has actually caused much more harm than it has good. The idea was literally built to protect narcissists. Be the bigger person teaches you to stay calm while you're being disrespected, to forgive people who never apologize, to avoid confrontation even when it's truly needed, and to prioritize everybody else's comfort over your own. The worst part is when you follow it, you get praised for it, but you don't actually see that you're losing, okay? While yes, having no reaction and doing certain things for a narcissist are very true, where you don't want to deal with them and you shouldn't be talking to them and going back and forth because it doesn't work as a whole sentence on its own. There is a big, huge missing piece of this puzzle though. When you rise above someone being nasty to you by not giving it back to them and not putting them in their place and not standing up for yourself and not having a backbone, boundaries, and morals, actually makes that person lose even more respect for you, where they keep coming back and continue to do it to you until you give it back to them and show them you are going to protect yourself and no one can just come and screw with you, you know? Be the bigger person is really just a phrase that grooms you into self-abandonment. And the horrible people in the world are clapping everyone for it. They're super happy, ecstatic, and so confident when they come at you with their passive aggressiveness and their snarky, nasty, disgusting comments, knowing that you are better than them. Deep down they know that, but they're just going to assume that you're going to follow that be the bigger person philosophy and you're not going to do anything back because you're too scared and wimpy to actually stand up for yourself, because that's what be the bigger person did, is it raised a bunch of wimps. Nobody stands up for themselves anymore. Of course, there's a way to do it to still be classy and put together. Like, you don't need to go be a huge mess. You know, that's what this whole video is about. Nothing's wrong with returning some passive aggressiveness to someone that did it to you. Nothing's wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with protecting yourself. You need to get that out of your head. You need to get that out of your head. It took me so long to unlearn that. So no more be the bigger person, okay? Not over here. When you're ready to become the villain and you don't care about what anyone else has to say about it and you're ready to step into that energy and protect yourself, there's none of that around here. You want to do that to me, I'm going to do it right back to you. Obviously, context matters here. A lot of context matters, but in a lot of my content, I deep dive into things I do because I'm evil and tests I do on people without them knowing and ways that make people uncomfortable on purpose. Those are all self-defense tactics. works, okay? Those are all a form of not being the bigger person, okay? I did that long enough, and you know what got me? Screwed. Walked all over, stepped on, disrespected, I lost all value for myself, and it will never happen again. It will never happen again. So, everyone that ever told me, be a bigger person, you're better than that, you're better than that. Yeah, I am. That's why I would never go do it to somebody first, out of nowhere, to someone that never did it to me. That is low. But as soon as you cross that line and you do it to me first, unprovoked, you lost that little privilege of me being the bigger person, okay? Now I'm going to serve you some back. It might not be the exact same thing, but it will be my version of my self-protection, my version of standing up for myself. That's no longer completely forgetting about it. I'm not going to acknowledge that what you just did to me. I'm not going to acknowledge that you're doing something super, super disgusting to me, and I'm going to just allow you to continue to do it. No. I'm going to stand up for myself, and I'm going to assess that situation how I see fit. Not by being the bigger person. Being the bigger person, most of the time, will not benefit you. Now we're getting into section 2, how to stop being so easy to use. You want to know what will truly make someone do a full 180 on you and show you your true colors? Become non-usable to them. If they're asking you for rides every single day, say, hey, I'm busy this week, I can't give you any more rides. See what they do. Stop laughing at jokes that aren't funny. Stop over-explaining yourself. Stop pretending things don't bother you just to keep the peace. You're not keeping your peace, you're keeping their peace. And you're saying, to your own peace. None of that. When you stop doing all of that, people lose it. People spiral, okay? This is where you're the villain starts to come out. You are the problem. You are the drama. You are this and that, okay? When you stop doing these things and you stop letting people walk all over you and use you, that is truly when the monsters come out. The real monsters. The real villains. But we're the villain, remember? That's what I'm saying. Become the villain and get used to it. If you're going to have a backbone in life, get used to being called this. Love it. Embrace it. Because they don't actually miss you. They miss what you would do for them. They miss when you were available on demand for them. When you make the shift, everyone's going to start saying, oh, you're being so weird. You're acting so different. What happened to you? Yeah, I am different. Yes, I did change. You're not going to use me anymore. I'm no longer that person that you were benefiting off of all the time and using. Yeah, I did change. Being an easy tool never protected me, but being the villain will. Being extremely understanding of people didn't stop them from taking advantage of me, but being the villain will. Being extremely loyal and kind to other people never stopped them from lying to me, stealing from me, gaslighting me, trying to control me, but being the villain will. So no, I am not the same person anymore. If that upsets the person that used to benefit from me tolerating all of that BS, then you can be disappointed. And that is where your mindset needs to be at, okay? When you're ready to become the villain and you're ready to take all of the power back to yourself and you're ready to stop giving it to other people that don't deserve it, you need to have this mentality. Because a lot of you are people pleasers and you don't want to admit it to yourselves, but you value other people's acceptance and validation over your own boundaries and morals, and you can't live like that anymore. You can't live like that anymore. I hate the phrase, but the world doesn't revolve around you. Yes, it does. This is your world. This is my world. My world absolutely revolves around me. I'm going to do what's best for me and what I care about. Not for you. And you should be doing the same thing. What's best for you? The world does revolve around you. So what decisions are you going to make now moving forward that benefit you and protect you? Because nobody else is. You can keep living by these BS phrases that were designed to groom you and shrink you down into something that will never stand up for yourself, or you can finally learn to stand up for yourself and start living a better, healthier life where you're happier and people don't do this to you anymore. It's up to you. Now we're getting into part 3, which is what being the villain actually means. Being the villain doesn't mean you're actually a cruel, horrible, nightmare person, okay? We're not doing all that unless we're provoked. But we're not doing it when it's uncalled for to innocent people that do not deserve it. We're not letting people that do that to us slide anymore. You're not going to shrink yourself to make other people comfortable, okay? If you being you makes other people uncomfortable and makes them upset, that's fine. Keep doing it. You do not need to wear something else to make your friend feel more comfortable. Okay? No. Wear what you wanted to wear. Be confident in it. And if no friend is that stable to feel a type of way about what you're wearing. I'm sorry. Is that your boyfriend? Even your boyfriend shouldn't be doing all that, but like, are you guys dating? That is outrageous. Do not shrink yourself to become easier to swallow, okay? You are not a babysitter for other people's egos. I could care less about somebody's ego.
From suhoor to iftar, prayer purifies. Blessings are shared and happiness is celebrated in togetherness. Ramadan Kareem from Golden Tarot.
Somebody's ego. Screw your ego, okay? I'm not babysitting it. If your ego is that fragile where I need to shrink myself and become less, maybe you should work on becoming a little bit more. I don't know what to tell you. How are you going to live in this life? You need to become stronger. You need to become better. Don't worry about those people. You're not a babysitter. You are not a babysitter. Let their egos shatter for all you care. Let them. Screw them. You're here for you. You're here for your life experience. What are you going to do with your life? And you really want to look back and be like, oh, I didn't wear that because my friend was uncomfortable. Okay, well, who's paying for it? Now you're the one paying for not doing that, not your friend. Pick yourself. You need to choose yourself. And yes, a lot of people are going to say, oh, you're so selfish. Okay, yeah. Selfish people win. We all know this. Choose yourself every single time because all you have, the only person you can control and the only person you can count on at the end of the day is yourself. Clap back. Stand up for yourself. Say no without explaining. You do not need an explanation. Proudly say no. People like you a lot more when you're insecure, when you have horrible feelings about yourself. They love when you're really easy to guilt because that means you're very, very, very easy to control and to get to do whatever they want. And they love when you don't know your own self-worth because, again, it makes you super, super fragile and easy to control for them, for their benefit. So they're just going to keep using you like you're a tool in the tool shed. But as soon as you start throwing their own manipulation back in their face, they're going to be really, really set back and uncomfortable. And they're not going to want to do that again. Becoming a villain is finally what happens when you're sick and tired and fed up of playing nice and getting burnt away. It's also so important to realize that people are going to talk bad about you no matter what you do. So you might as well do whatever the hell you want. You might as well be all of these things that they're already calling you anyway. Give them a reason to call you a villain, you know? I love that. A lot of people talk so poorly of me, especially when they've never met me before. It just makes me laugh because I know that I've always been a great, kind person anyways, and just when the complete opposite's being said of you, when there's nothing holding that up, it's just like, you know what? Let me give you a reason. Let me give you a reason. I'm so evil. I'm the problem. Okay. I might as well start acting like it. I'm going to start acting like it. Thank you for introducing the new me to my old me. Thank you for bringing those two together because now I'm really going to be a problem. And you need to have that mindset as well because people are going to say that anyways. No matter what, they're going to say that. You need to be comfortable with it. You need to become the villain. You need to be more than happy with that. Keeping the peace with other people costs, first of all, way too much, and it doesn't work anyway. Pick yourself. Now for part 4, how do you actually protect yourself by being this villain? This is the part no one talks about. Anyone can tell you, be the villain all day, but they don't actually tell you how. It's not just about cutting people off or throwing tantrums or blocking your entire contact list for anyone that's ever disrespected you. It's about strategy, okay? Start acting like someone that has something to protect. Start treating your time, your energy, and your voice like it's something expensive, because it is. It is, okay? Start disappointing people early on. Do not say yes to things that you know you will resent. Do not meet up with people to talk things out when you know very well they're just going to go back and forth with you for hours on trying to get you to tolerate their disrespect all over again. Say no. No. You disagreed with me once, that's it. Bye-bye. Don't need you. Become unavailable to chaos. Oh, your friends are doing behind your back the whole time. Leave the friend group. Leave the group chat. You can do a petty exit if you want, but leave. Don't let them control you anymore. Don't let them get that one over on you by doing in front of your face and behind your back and letting it get back to you each time, because I promise you that's 100% intentional. And they're winning for as long as you keep allowing that to happen to you. So remove yourself. You can do a petty exit if you want, but remove yourself. Start being unpredictable. minimize your value in the eyes of other people, and most importantly, do not explain yourself to people who have already decided that you're the problem. When they decide that you're the problem, be the problem. Let them believe that. Be it. Do not explain with it, do not argue with it, and do not over-explain to it. It's a trap. They're very much not confused. They're just extremely mad that you stopped letting them win and benefit off of you. To wrap things up, I know that becoming the villain sounds a little bit harsh, but it's not. It's survival. If you know, you know. This video is not for you unless you've been chewed up and spit out so many times that you're just done with it all, you've had it all, and you're ready to move into this, because sometimes that's really what it takes. Sometimes you will not have it in you to start acting like this, and especially throwing things back in their face when they threw it at you first. Sometimes you just really won't have it in you to do that back to people because you're still such an empath and you don't want to get back to them even though they did it to you. I know how that is. It just might not be your time yet. You will get there though. I don't wish it on anybody, but especially if you're a beautiful young woman that has a lot of things going for yourself, if you're not there yet, you will get there. Okay? You're gonna be called toxic when you stop being the emotional trash can. You're gonna get called selfish when you start choosing yourself over other people, which is crazy. I would never expect someone else to choose me over themselves. That's absurd, but most of the people in the world are genuinely like that. They believe that they are more important than you. So when you start choosing yourself, they think, oh, she thinks she's more important than me. How dare she? She's the villain. You have to be ready for these types of people because that's most of the people in this world. So when they chewed you up and spit you out enough times, that's when you're finally ready to actually take all of this in and start being the villain. Jealousy is just proof that you see your potential in somebody else. It's not bad, okay? But it's what you do with it and how you react to it that really deciphers the type of life that you're gonna live. Do not waste time being jealous of people that you can easily outwork. You stop being jealous of people the moment you realize that you could have what they have. Because if they can do it, why can't I, right? Now I don't envy anybody. Anybody. I just take notes and see how I can apply that to my life and making myself better. And I thank them for their inspiration. If I had not seen that, I would not be where I'm at now, and I would not be who I am today. Hello, my name is Gracie Draskovich. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you recognize me, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about how to stop being jealous of people and how to actually flip it around and make others jealous of you. This is such an important topic I've been wanting to talk about on my page. I talk about jealousy all the time, okay? Almost all of my content is about envy and jealousy and all of that nasty kind of energy from friends and outside others. But let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is everyone experiences jealousy. I experience jealousy. It's a natural human emotion, okay? But the difference is what you do with it. It's natural to see someone that has something that you want and to think, oh, I want that. But if you tear that woman down because you're weak mentally, we're not having that over here. Okay? That is not what this I'm gonna go get it. So thank you for showing me what I can do. Do you see? It's a mirror. It's a mirror. And if you're letting this mirror fall back and bite you in the butt, it's your own loss. Like, you're gonna be the one that ends up with a miserable, unhappy life if you continue to think like this in the wrong way. Like, you're sabotaging yourself, because no matter how much you talk on that girl in the next car, she has the car, you don't. So are you gonna sit there and talk on her and how she got it all day, or are you gonna get up, use that as